So today I want to discuss the Voigtlander lineup of lenses that I own, and I think it's just the most perfect set of lenses for the M11 for a 60 megapixel sensor. If you are looking for critically clean, almost sterile type images, and for commercial work, that's what I look for. I want the absolute cleanest look. Now, you want the Summilux and you want the older lenses for that effect, that, I don't know, character type lens. And, it helps with skin and so forth. But when I'm doing commercial shoots, I want to be able to control that. So I want the clean image out of the camera and then control what type of effect I want on the skin and everything else in post. So I use the 50 millimeter Apo scope, or the 50 millimeter Apo Lanthar quite a bit for commercial work. It is just ultra clean. Even at f2 wide open, it's incredible. I usually shoot this at 5.6. Like tonight, I'll go to a concert, and all I'm going to take is the 50 and the camera, and that's it, nothing else. I'm in the pit, so I don't have to worry about a long lens, and if I did, I would take the 90, which I can just throw in my pocket if I want to, just in case kind of scenario, and I probably will just throw this in my pocket just in case. But I don't have a camera bag, I have nothing. All I have is the camera and the lens, and that's perfect for me. I guarantee every photographer there will have a backpack filled with lenses and cameras to shoot 3 songs, which, anyway, we'll get to that another time. So the 50 Apo is probably one of the best lenses Voigtlander has ever made. It pairs well with other cameras. It pairs well, but not perfectly. I know several people have tried the 50 Apo paired to like a Sony or a Fuji and so forth. And, Voigtlander makes those specific lenses for Sony. And these are optimized for the M camera and the M sensor. So the cleanest image you're going to get is from an M, I believe, in my own opinion, but I could be obviously wrong. Not that there's anything wrong with this pairing it, because I think it would challenge most lenses out there, especially the 50s. And, I had the 50 1.2 by Canon, the RF lens, and it's absolutely incredible, but this 50 is just, it's still the best I've used. Now, I haven't used the Leica 50 Apo, which is, what, $8,000, $9,000, because it's $8,000 or $9,000. But I don't know if I would buy it, even if I did have the money. I do like the size factor because it's a little smaller than this, but this lens is really small and lightweight in comparison. So that's my #1 Voigtlander lens of all time. The 35 Apo is as good as the 50. It is a little bit longer. People don't like that for some reason, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel bad or awkward on the camera at all. And this is great for commercial use as well. I will use this for events, but if I have a very long event and there's a lot of people, the group photos that just pop up like instantly, like 6 people are there and you want to get all of them in. The 28 Ultron version 2 is absolutely incredible. This is a great, great lens. There is just nothing I don't like about this lens. The size is fantastic for a long event. The 28 is great, especially if you're shooting on a 60 megapixel. I mean, God, you can crop in easily without worry of losing anything. But this is a really, really good lens. That's the 28 Ultron version 2. 28, beautiful lens. Anyway, the last lens in this lineup is the 90, which I've done several videos on, and it's incredible. Like I said before, that's an underrated lens, period. Now, they did come out with a 75 1.9, which I would like to try, but it's not in this type of lineup. Like, this lineup is pretty close to perfection as far as images are concerned. Even the Ultron is pretty close. But the 35 and the 50 apo are absolute perfection as far as images are concerned. Both lenses resolve 60 megapixels like nothing. And most of you know what I'm talking about by resolving. It has the juice to resolve a 60 megapixel sensor. And there aren't many lenses that do, despite what they tell you, and despite what a lot of people think. Anyway, but I just wanted to give you the Voigtlander lineup so you have an idea of what I'm shooting with Voigtlander. I know there's, a lot of people are like, I'd love to get into the Leica system, and they look at the Leica lenses on top of the Leica cameras and it just scares them away. But if I only had the Leica camera and these lenses, I'd be happy for the rest of my life. They're that good. And they cover everything I could possibly need for them. But I will do another video from tonight. It's snowing, it's supposed to snow, so I don't know if the concert's still going to be on. But if it is, I'll do a video from that and show you what the 50 can do at a live concert with the Leica M11. I love shooting the Leica M11 at concerts. It's challenging, fun, and the results are always spectacular. So anyway, that's my Voigtlander lineup and highly recommended lenses. I don't know if I have to say this because I hate when I hear this, but I'm not affiliated with Voigtlander at all. I purchase all my own lenses, blah, blah, blah. You know the routine. But anyway, if you have any questions about any of these lenses, I can help you with that because I know these lenses like the back of my hand. They're just incredible pieces of equipment. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them below.